Good morning, guys. So today is just another vlog. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Just a little quick update. I am currently having surgery tomorrow morning. It's a septoplasty and with enlarged, I think it's turbinates. I never can pronounce that word, but whatever. So I have a deviated septum pretty much in my nose, and I have like prone to chronic sinus infections and things like that, and have trouble breathing, not getting a good, source of oxygen because of that. So I'm having surgery tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning. So I wanted to kind of document it and share my experience and surgery with you guys. So I will be recording tomorrow before the surgery. And depending on how I feel after the surgery, I might record directly afterwards when I get in the car. If I can remember, of course, but I definitely will document the journey. I will have all the information as far as the healing process on there as well. So this is the day before surgery. I'm actually getting ready for work this morning, so that's why I look like a crazy hot mess. Hair needs to be washed, just everything. And so yeah, we're starting the journey tomorrow. I already got you have to get a pre surgery COVID test beforehand, before surgery. So I did all that. I had to fill out a whole bunch of paperwork. I'm gonna be out of work for 2 weeks, but that's fine. Just wanted to hop on and create this video this morning, a day before surgery. So basically I'll be recording when I get home from work today, and I'll just be sharing all of the things I have to do to get ready for surgery for the day before, as far as meals, eating liquids. Normally they have you fasting 24 hours before for 8 hours, but because I have hypoglycemia, I can't fast that long. So they had to modify my fasting instructions. So I definitely will share that with you guys when I get home today. I will see you guys tonight. Okay, so I am finally home from work, and I just ate my meal for the night. I can eat up to 12 midnight. So I just had a huge salad with peaches and stuff in it, and then I had vegan mac and cheese, and then I'm getting ready to hop in the shower, wash my hair, and then I'm gonna go watch TV with my family and kind of just relax before I have to go to bed and get up early in the morning. But so basically after 12 midnight, there's no more solid foods, but I can be on a clear liquid diet, which I can drink black coffee. I hate black coffee. Who's drinking black? Well, if you drink black coffee, my hat tips off to you, but it's disgusting. For me, I can't do it. I need to have some kind of creamer or something in it. But now I can do a bland tea, just a plain tea with no sugar, stuff like that. I'm actually drinking a mango passion fruit tea right now, and basically that's it after 12 midnight. Now apple juice would probably be the thing I would need to be drinking to keep my sugar levels elevated. There is absolutely nothing after 6 a.m. No water, no nothing after 6 a.m. I was concerned about this piercing because it's still healing. I'm glad that when the admitting nurse called, she was like, oh, if you have a piercing you can't take out, then they can just wrap it for you. And I was like, oh, that's great, because I don't want to take this out. So I'm just hoping that they won't make me take it out. Anyway, on other news, I'm gonna hop in the shower now and wash my hair and relax, and then I'll probably record a little bit more before I go to bed. Or I'll probably record early in the morning while I'm getting ready, as far as just getting my clothes and stuff like that together, and then in the car on the way there. That's pretty much my pre-surgery instructions. I'm so tired for so far. So I've already eaten, pretty full, so I probably won't eat anything else tonight, and if I do, it'll be before 12 midnight. Hi, Carter. My dog just walked in you're absolutely not making a video, am I? Do you want to say hi? You want to say hello? You want to say hello, Pooh? Come here. You want to say hi? Yes. Say hello. I know. Yes, your mama's having surgery tomorrow. Do you know that? Do you have an objection to that? Oh, you do. He's like, no, I want to get out. Okay, anyway, I don't know, he just pops in, pops out, whatever. Anyway, so I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, y'all, so I am finished my bath. My hair is washed. These are my little pigtails for the night. I have to let it air dry, so that's gonna take I don't know how long. And then I have my paste on my ear for my piercings to try to get rid of the bumps. And that's about it. Now I'm about to go watch this movie with my family and just relax until tomorrow in the morning. I'm a little nervous, but I'm sure I'll be fine. Just any time you go under like any type of general anesthesia, it kind of makes anyone nervous, I would think. And I've been under this type of stuff before. I've had other surgeries in the past, and I was always kind of just nervous before any surgery, but I'm sure everything will go fine. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning. This is the day of surgery. It's about 5:46 in the morning, and I have until 6 a.m. to drink whatever, clear fluids, Gatorades I need to drink, and then I can't drink anything else after 6 a.m. So I just literally got finished all of my ends, and that's it. And drinking stuff. I'm gonna brush my teeth and get dressed, and then I'll see you guys in the cars. I can't eat anything, of course. Not really hungry this morning either, and the funny thing is I had a really large salad for dinner and some vegan mac and cheese and vegan chicken. You would think I would be starving, but I'm not. Which is good. So I'm gonna try to drink up this Gatorade, and then I'll catch you guys. So tired, I feel like I'll catch you guys on the way there in the car, and then I'll see y'all after. Hopefully I'll feel like a new woman after I heal, better breath, better everything. So all right, I'm gonna finish trying to get ready for this morning. So I have to clean my piercing, take another piercing out, and I have just my brain's not thinking because it's so early in the morning and I'm so tired. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, you guys, so I'm in the car. I'm about to go to my surgery appointment, and I'm so hungry. My stomach is burning. I can't say I'm so hungry, but I'm a little hungry, but my stomach is mostly just burning with acid, when you get up in the morning. And I have to use the bathroom so bad, but they won't let me. So my surgery is supposed to be starting at 10 o'clock, and my check-in time's at 8. I guess there's paperwork or whatever I have to fill out. So we're leaving now. It's 7:02, and I will be there shortly. I don't know why my check-in time's at 8, but my surgery's at 10, and why the time frame, I guess they have to prep and do all that stuff. I don't know. So we had about a 20-minute drive, I believe. So my wife is taking me to my appointment. So that's who I'm talking to right now. And it is so cold outside. It's 47 degrees. So I just wore some comfortable sweats, a comfortable loose shirt or whatever. The only jewelry I can keep in is my piercing right here because it's still healing. But I took all my other piercings out, and I didn't wear any jewelry. I'll be back after the surgery. I don't know if I'm gonna remember to record afterwards, but sometime today, may not be directly after I'm leaving, but sometime today I will hop back on and show you guys what I look like. Probably craziness. I did watch a couple of videos about the septoplasty and the recovery for other people. And of course, other people's pain tolerance levels are very different, and procedures and whatever they're having done. I don't know if because the person I watched just had the septoplasty, but he didn't have the enlarged turbinates or anything like that issue. So I don't know if that makes a big difference or not with the pain level or the type of surgery they have to do. So I guess I'll find out afterward, and I'll see you guys later. So we got here early to the hospital, and they don't open till 7:30, and I guess we're trying to estimate traffic, so we got here earlier than expected, which is fine. So we ended up having to go on the street to another plaza so that my wife can go get something to eat. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. So basically, we didn't want to park in the parking garage yet because you have to pay for parking, and she's going to be sitting with me for 2 hours prior to my surgery. So we didn't want to pay for parking that long, so we were let's just wait and then come back or whatever. So I'm literally just sitting in this parking lot. I did tell her though, after surgery I'm probably gonna be so freaking hungry. I was I want a smoothie, and there's a Jamba Juice right there, so I already put in my order with her for my smoothie for post-surgery and recovery, and I also wanted to have some peanut butter in it too. So I guess we're about to go soon. So literally 30 minutes before I have to check in, but I think I want to get there a little early. This morning has just been, I don't know, nerve-wracking for me a little bit. This is my 5th surgery. Not for this issue, but I've had other surgeries in the past. I had 2 knee surgeries on a torn meniscus in my left knee when I was a teenager. I was probably 20 something. And then I had precancerous cells removed from my uterus a while back, probably like 6 years ago, because it was before we moved here. I know that's for a fact. So I had that done, and then I had got my ear pierced up here at one point in time, this side of my cartilage pierced, and I don't know what happened. I guess like the same thing, I didn't just do the aftercare right, and then I took the piercing out because I had a piercing bump and I didn't know how to take care of it back then. I was like a teenager, and pretty much because of that, it ended up closing the holes for my piercing, and it both had piercing bumps on the back of it. The front was in the front too. Same thing I have over here going on. I have a piercing bump in the front, like right here, and then I have a piercing bump in the back. And actually, this one has gotten a lot smaller since I've been sea salt pasting it twice a day and cleaning it 3 times a day with H2 Ocean spray. So it's been working. But like, I had to have surgery on this to have the bump removed off the back of it, because I think it was like, I don't know if it was a keloid or what it was, but I had to take that out. So my wife always makes a joke, and she was like, oh, you got your ears clipped, kind of like how a pit bull would, you know, get your ears clipped. It's a joke. Anyway, you won't understand the joke unless you know me and my fiery personality. So I guess I'll be back soon. I don't want my battery to die because I can only bring so much stuff with me. I'm gonna leave this in the car. I will see you guys after surgery.
So this is post-op after my surgery. There's a little burning at first and I was nauseated, but I'm okay. My throat is sore because they had to put a tube in for a breathing machine while they worked on my nose. So other than that, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and everybody's here to pick me up. I just feel loopy. Okay, so I just got home. I got my bandage changed, and I got lots of cute little gifts from my wife and daughter. Like this thing, my dog is so mad. He's like, what is that? And I'm on clear liquids. I'm so hungry, but everybody's taking really good care of me. I'm just feeling a little stuffy, but other than that, I won't really know anything until the anesthesia wears off tomorrow. And so it's just a lot of bloody stuff happening right now. Get ready to lay down and watch a movie. I just wanted to give an update on what's going on, and I will update you guys tomorrow and how I'm feeling. My dog is like, what is this thing? I'll give you guys an update tomorrow on how I'm feeling, because I can gauge a little bit more once the anesthesia wears off what the pain level is gonna be. So I'll talk to you guys then.
Good morning. It's the next day after surgery, and we just took out the gauze tissue that was in my nose, and it hurt so bad. Okay, so bad. And I haven't used my nose yet to breathe. I've just been breathing out of my mouth because I don't know, I'm nervous, and I don't want to smell the gauze. I'm actually eating an acai bowl, my first like solid kind of meal. Well, the strawberries and the fruit are really the solid kind of meal, but I try to get sleep. It was very difficult because I have to kind of sleep sitting up like this, so I can't really lay down, so that makes it a little difficult to get rest. I pretty much was snoring most of the night, and I don't snore at all. And ouch, that just hurt my nose. Yeah, I'm just still loopy and tired from like the anesthesia. It's a little burning pain in my nose from taking the gauze out and just trying to eat. I'm just tired. I'm probably just gonna go back to sleep. But other than that, I made it through the first night without, and this is acai on my gauze. I'm trying to eat and I just making a mess. I got my water. I got everything here. I got my puppy. Carter. Hello, Pooh. Yes. He's like, Mommy, what are you doing? I'm not giving you no acai. No. So I just was talking to like my mother-in-law on the phone. She said she's gonna call me back, so I figured I would just take the spare time to update you guys on what's going on for the healing process from my surgery. I didn't really have much pain yesterday, honestly. I didn't have any like much pain until we took that gauze tissue out, and then I was in here like, oh my god, like it hurt just like so bad. It wasn't even funny. So that alone was just nerve-wracking because it was like so much blood, and then I didn't realize how much blood was going to the back of my throat that I needed to spit out. So I'm just thinking like, I cannot with this acai right now, and I can barely laugh because if I laugh
too hard, then it hurt in my nose. I haven't used it to see like if I can breathe better than before, because before I was really stuffy, lots of chronic sinusitis, lots of ear infections because of the chronic sinusitis, just so stuffy. Like I always felt like I had a stuffy nose all the time. Like it didn't feel like, the only time I felt like I was getting any air is if I use, it's this thing called Boom Boom Tropical. It's basically an all natural nasal inhaler. You basically use it to help like open up your nostrils for like stuffy nose and stuff. And so I would use that a lot. I would use Flonase a lot, and I would also use like allergy pills and stuff. They did say I can resume taking all my vitamins today, but I haven't been able to eat a solid meal yet, so until I can eat something solid. I did have some split pea soup last night, which was delicious, by the way. But until I can have something solid, then I'll just take all my vitamins. I might just take like my probiotics because it's like a gummy I can chew. But like all the other pills I need to like physically take, I need to take food with that. So I'm not having the best morning. I'm in so much like pain from like my throat alone, and I'm tired. My nose on this side burns a little bit. I have a headache, which is like, I don't know if it's a hunger headache or just I know they said that was like a side effect from the surgery, would be like a headache. So I have a headache, so that's just like annoying right there. But yeah, so they did like compression stockings, and they said they had some machine to massage my legs. They had like heated blankets, warm blankets, because I guess the surgery room was so cold. Like the OR was, it was very freezing. Like when I went in there, it was very chilly. I had like just enough time to like say a prayer. Like I was literally praying, because you know, with any type of surgery, you just never know, you know, what's gonna happen or what's gonna go wrong or right, or just anything. It could be the stupidest thing. And I just had to like make sure I prayed. Just prayed that like everything would go fine and smooth, and I'll be able to see my family, and you know. And praise God, when I heard them calling my name, when they're like, Crystal, you know, we're awake. It's over. Like, wake up. They were trying to wake me up. Child. The first thing I thought about was, thank you, Jesus, I'm alive. And then I woke up and looked around, and I was like, am I alive? Okay, yeah, I'm alive. You know, any type of surgery makes me nervous, because this is, again, as I was telling you guys before, this is like my 5th surgery. So it's just kind of like, I mean, I'm sure people have had more surgeries than me, but I'm just saying, you know, I'm 37 years old and I've only had 5, which is pretty good in my lifetime. But still, I mean, anything over 1 is still a lot for the human being itself, given that, you know, we are sedated and with things, and anything can happen. So I'm just praising God that I'm here. I'm hoping to be able to use my nose. This is just the first day, so I really don't have nothing to report, but I'll give you guys another update tomorrow of recovery. But I will record a little bit later, check in with you guys. I'm hoping to take this gauze off soon so I can, you know, not have some drippage and breathe better. But I will check back in and give you guys an update. Good morning. The bleeding has stopped. There is a little bit of dried up blood you can see on my nose here, and it's still kind of swollen. It's also still tender to the touch. It's very dry because I had the mustache thing on, and then like my face is so red from like the tape. There's no pain. I did have to take my medication. They gave me hydrocodone, acetaminophen. So I only took 1 last night because I had again like a headache and like a little bit of like burning sensation in my nose, but I can actually breathe out of it. It just feels really, really dry. My doctor said I can use like a saline rinse or something to kind of rinse out any of the blood or whatever. So my daughter came in here. She's all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Carter, my dog, he hates to go for walks in the morning. He sounds so mad. He's like, no, I want to go outside. But anyway, I think I breathed through my nose most of the night. I didn't even realize it, because when I woke up, I noticed my mouth was closed, and I was like, oh my God. But I'm glad to see that there's no blood, there's no pain, there's like nothing going on right now. It's just really, really dry in my nostril like area. So there is still some swelling like in this area here. You can see under my eyes. And then there's some swelling on this side of my nose. Still lots of swelling. So hopefully that'll go down in like the next week or so. I gotta figure out when I can flush my nose, try to get some of that dry blood out. I'm not gonna mess with it right now because I want it to scab over. So I maybe in a couple of days I'll try to like flush it with the saline to see if it, because I want to see if some of it's gonna come out on its own. But I'll try to see if I can flush it with the saline. So anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the healing process. All right, so it's 8:05 tonight, and I just wanted to record because I just got finished doing the neti pot rinse. It's in the bathroom. I don't feel like getting up and getting it again and showing you exactly what it was that I used. I'll show you guys because I have to do this like every day. So I'll show you tomorrow what I used. But I have to actually purchase the sorry, excuse me, the refill packets. But it did get a lot of the blood that was in my nose, like out of my nose, and it's, you know, stopped a lot of the post nasal drip that I was having because I was like, it was a lot of blood coming out the back of my throat. But I can breathe a little bit better out of this nostril, but this one is pretty much still a little stuffy, which is fine. But other than that, I was able to brush my teeth fine, take a shower. Well, I actually took a bath. I didn't have energy to take 0 showers. I could only sit down. Every time I like stand up, I get a little dizzy spells and stuff like that. So I have to kind of sit down, and I can't do too much or my nose starts running, like bleeding. So I get nosebleeds. So that's pretty much all I can update for right now. I'm about to go to bed soon. I'm watching TV, but I wanted to just give a quick update because I was nervous to use the neti rinse because I was thinking like, is the saline solution gonna like burn my nose? It didn't burn. I'll try to do another rinse, and maybe I'll actually record me doing like a rinse. I'm about to lie down now and relax and try to like watch some television. Right, hello guys. Today's Thursday the 17th November. I'm feeling definitely a little bit better. Still tired when I get up a little bit. My nose is actually leaking a little bit here, so I was trying to catch it so you didn't have to see all of that on camera. And I'm eating some split pea soup right now and some crackers, as you can see. There's the soup, crackers, got the whole setup here, and this little guy is just keeping me lots of company. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Carter Pup? Huh? Ain't that right, Poo Poo? You like my split pea soup, don't you? You do, don't you? You want some more? You want some more split pea soup? Yeah, I know. He's listening so attentively, isn't he? He is so funny. Like, he's literally listening to everything I'm saying. Because I put a little bit of split pea soup on a cracker for him and gave him some. So I just ordered my sinus packets from Walmart so that I could do like another sinus rinse. So I'll show you when those come what I'm using. I was able to get some YouTube videos edited today, so I'm excited to be editing some videos. Might do a little bit more later if I feel up to it, not sure. Like I try to do stuff that's fun to me, that keeps me motivated and happy, and that's one of the things that I like to do. Just a little small update. I'll be back with the neti pot rinse. It's not literally a neti pot, it's like the little water bottle that comes in the neti rinse or the sinus rinse. So I'll update and show you guys that, and then I'll see you again later on for that, and then tomorrow for the next healing process. It's not a lot of blood today, just a little bit of post-nasal drip happening, but that's about it. So I'll see you guys later for that. So my package came from Walmart. Here it is. I'm about to open it right now. Okay, so this is what I was using, the pre-mix packets of the Ned Sinus Rinse. This is the bottle. I'm going to go boil my water right now in my kettle, and then I'm going to let it cool down. And then once it's cooled down, I'll rinse my nose out from there. So this is my tea kettle. I'm going to turn it on. Once it's finished boiling, it's this blue light's going to go off in the background. I've been feeling so loopy for the past couple of days. I can't even talk right. But yeah, it's going to, basically it's an electric kettle. It plugs in, and then once the blue light goes off, it's ready. But that's the system that I use. I'll be doing that in a few minutes, and then I'll be all set to go. Right now I'm about to lay back down and watch a little bit of House. All right, good morning. So this is day 5 if you count Monday, and day 4 if you're counting the day after, however you want to put it. Yesterday I rinsed my nose with the sinus pot, and everything went well with that, with the sinus rinse. Still have a lot of mucus in the back of my throat. It's not a lot of blood coming out now. It's mostly just like clear fluids, not however you want to call it, coming out. There is still some swelling on the side of my nose. I don't really know if there's a difference, if my nose looks straighter than it did before. I feel scalier than it did before because I can't really do anything to it, and I need to like exfoliate my face, and I can't do my nose. I can only do my cheeks, and it's still dry right here from the tape being on my face, but I'm definitely feeling better. I wasn't scared to sleep and breathe through my nose last night like I normally was, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna be rinsing my nose later, so I actually am gonna show you guys what I do and how I rinse my nose out, since it'll probably be a less gory episode for this one, since I've rinsed most of it out. I didn't want to do it when it was just a lot of dry blood because it's just gross, and for the squeamish people out there that don't like to see that kind of stuff, that's why I didn't do it. But I will do the neti pot rinse today. I know I said yesterday I wasn't going to do it, but I am. I will say it doesn't hurt when I breathe. Sometimes it gets a little itchy down here, which is good because itching means healing. Then the sides of my nose sometimes they're still tender. So like even touching on this side makes it tender. Even with talking, yeah, it just, you know, certain facial expressions, just a lot of different things are making my nose uncomfortable. I need to wash my hair today, so we're going to see how that's going to work out, because, I mean, it should be fine, but I don't know, so we shall see. So I'll be back later to do the neti rinse, the neti pot rinse, or whatever you want to call it, sinus rinse, and I'll show you guys how I do that. I'm getting ready to go get an acai bowl in a few minutes, so I'm really not supposed to leave the house, but I've been here for almost a week, and it says you can basically kind of start resuming normal activities, but like walking, not working out, doing all that stuff. It's crazy. I just started a workout regimen. It's like every time I start a workout regimen, something happens. So anyway, hopefully that will, I can resume, you know, but they said I can resume everything within a week as far as just normal activities, light activities, things like that, to try to get back to normal. But I do know right now when I do bend down, I feel like all the blood rushes to my nose, and I always feel like I get a nosebleed afterwards, so I'm definitely not going to do that. So I'm going to get dressed in a few minutes and go get some breakfast, and then I will catch you guys when I rinse my nose. Okay, so dog's squeaking. I'm about to do a nasal rinse right now on my nose. Carter, really? Oh my God. I boiled it in my kettle pot already. So now we are mixing stuff up and it's already set. So now I just gotta squirt it in my nose. Let the torture begin. I'm just kidding. I hate this part. Oh Lord. Okay. This might be too much for people who are squeamish and don't like blood. Oh, I'll be back. Let me take care of all this, and I'll be back for everything else, because this is just too much. Okay, so I got that cleaned up as much as I could. Now I just go around the edges and kind of try to get the loose mucus that's in there out. I know this is a very detailed video, so I will definitely put a trigger warning for people who don't like blood and stuff like that. But it's just a documentary of showing my recovery and what I'm going through with the sinus thing. I'm sure people have posted much more crazy stuff online. Like I've seen home births before and actually seen like the full placenta. So this is nothing, okay? This is nothing compared to what other people are posting. Oh my God, I can breathe so much better. Oh, Jesus. Before it just felt so stuffy. I'm also getting a lot of dizzy spells if I stand up too long. That's another problem. Just lots and lots of dizzy spells. So I have to be careful. But yeah, so... Whew, so tired just doing that already. Getting the extra mucus out. But I went to Walmart because I had to get a couple of things for the house. But I rode around in that little cart they have there. And I didn't walk. I just rode around in that. Oh, that looks so much better. It's definitely healing a lot better. Hi, Carter. I can't even, but you're so cute. This is what I'm dealing with right now. Why are you so cute? Why are you so cute? Oh, that's not cute. Really? I don't want to play right now. Oh my God. Apparently he wants to play. He's like tripping. Anyway, let me just get
the rest of this stuff out of my nose. Yeah, let me finish up with doing this stuff and I'll be back because it's too much. I can smell a lot more than I could before, so my nose is like, wait a minute, this hurts. So I just gotta get used to it. Right now it's a little stuffy. I'm actually gonna go make some lunch and then I will finish doing what I'm doing because I'm actually getting a little hungry. I'm gonna have lunch and then I will check in with you guys a little bit later. All right, hello. It's day 5 of surgery. I just got finished rinsing my nasal passages. I made a nice little smoothie with acai and almond milk and a couple of different fruits like cherries, things like that. I wanted to just discuss a little bit what a septoplasty is and enlarged inferior turbinates or just enlarged turbinates in general. So a septoplasty is basically fixing your deviated septum here, and your septum, it's like this thing that here that's connected down here. It's like goes straight up into your nose cavity up here. It's like a tissue, I guess. It's not like, but there's bone around it as well. So the deviated septum, it's like crooked in your nose. So sometimes your nose could be a little crooked because of that issue. Basically, they go in and they fix it and make it straighter. And then the enlarged turbinates are like these little things down here. This is like the inferior ones that's in your nose. And then you have some that are on like the sides of your nose. It's like tissue as well, and they go in and they like remove them or reduce them and shave them down. I don't know if they did laser or whatever they did on my surgery. I'm not particular on which type of like technique they use to take mine down, but they go in and they just reduce them, reduce the swelling and everything in them so you can breathe better. So your deviated septum, when it's crooked in your nose, it blocks your passageways. But that's pretty much what the surgery entails. And you really don't know if you have a deviated septum or not until you visit your ENT doctor and they do a thorough check of your nose, an exam of your nose to see like what's going on up there. Like I think I got a CAT scan done on mine so you can actually see everything and see what's going on. And that's how we found out that I had the deviated septum. He can also see probably from just going up my nose with his like, telescope thing that he has. But yeah, this was the last resort for me, guys. I have tried every treatment plan that we had enforced, and basically the treatment plan that we had enforced initially was just my allergy medications, which I started on Claritin for a while and then 10 milligrams, and Claritin just eventually did nothing for me, and I was just like, okay, well, this isn't working. So I had to tell my ENT, I was like, hey, is there like another option? Like, is there any other allergy medication that we could try? And then he said, okay, let's try Zyrtex. So we switched to Zyrtex, which did work for a little while, but I kept getting like chronic sinus and ear infections because everything's connected. This part of my ear and the inner ear was kind of swollen inside, and it was like I had an ear infection where my ear had swelled shut. It was closed shut and it was horrible. I've never ever had that happen to me before that I can recall, and I was like, oh my goodness. So so once that happened, my ear was never the same. It never went back to being like this ear pretty much open and all that stuff. Now, I did tell my ENT and he did tell me, oh, sometimes, one ear is bigger than the other, or nothing's like unified on both sides of your body. And that I can agree with. And I see what he's saying, but at the end of the day, you know yourself and you know your ears and you know your body parts. I had to just reinforce what I was saying to him and let him know like there is definitely an issue like all connected here. And I kept getting chronic sinusitis. And when I lived on the East Coast, I got chronic sinusitis, like, I don't know, can tell you how many times a year I got chronic sinusitis. Like, I literally got sick. It had to be more than 6 times in a year. Maybe more than that. I felt like every other month I was getting chronic sinusitis. So I was like, something has got to be done. Like, there's got to be some type of steps that we can take for that. But everything else is seasonal allergy. So I wasn't like understanding why this was happening until I went to go like see an ENT doctor when I got that really bad ear infection. And then I was like, okay. So then we talked about a sinus surgery being the last thing that we do. I'm about to probably drink the rest of my smoothie right now, relax, watch TV, and then I have to wash my hair. Lord only knows. I'm trying to figure out if I can stand up in the shower long enough to even wash my hair. But I will catch you guys tomorrow on the next video for day 6. So I will see y'all later. Good Morning, you guys. So it's 10:59 here. I'm starting a little late recording this morning because I had to get my life together. I just got finished washing. Really, Carter? He's like, no, you have to play with me, like, period. Anyway, I'm starting a little late today. I had to like refix my hair. I moisturized my face, washed my face, brushed my teeth, trying to get ready for the day so I could feel a little bit better. I can tell you that my energy level is a little bit stronger than it was yesterday. This is day 6. This is Sunday, the 20th of November. Today I did a nasal rinse. Less blood than yesterday, less mucus. Definitely can breathe. It's still a little stuffy in there, and there's still a teeny bit of swelling, like on this side. It's like really, like when you touch my nose over here, it's like really. Carter, I'll be with you in a moment. I can't. Oh, he's so cute. He's like, what? You gonna play with me? Honey, this is my poor baby. He wants to play so bad. He's addicted to this like squeak toy that we got from Walmart for him. That smells like bacon. So he's like, if you put it in my hand, I'll throw it, but I can't bend down. You gotta put it, give me the toy. Anyway, feeling so much better. I was able to make some chickpea noodle soup yesterday. I am kind of like, I don't know. Like, I keep getting an eye headache on this side, but it's only when I take off my glasses, so it might just be that my eyes are straining to like see stuff. What's your little ear sitting up for? Who? What's the one ear? Why? Who did it? But why? Are you gonna hand me the toy? Huh? He's like, yes. Then give me the toy. Put it in my hand. Give me your toy. Good boy. He is crazy. Anyway, excuse my room. I have like some bags sitting here because I have shoes and stuff in these bags and a couple of other things in these bags. One was my workout bag, one was like my skate bag, and another bag that you saw that was like colorful looking crazy has like shoes and high heels and stuff in it that can't fit in my closet. But anyway, I can tell you that I'm still having a little bit of blood with the mucus in the back of my throat. It's mostly at nighttime, but there's no like soreness happening or nothing happening too much with it. It's been doing good. So anyway, that was the update I have for today. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 7. Good morning. Catch this before it starts running. I don't know what time it is here. I think it's like 8 something, but anyway, this is day 7. Everything looks like it's healing really well. I can breathe a little bit better. It's just still stuffy in there. I'm getting ready to do a nasal or a sinus rinse so that I almost dropped my water. Lord Jesus, help me today. And then try to take a bath real quick. And I already ate breakfast and stuff. I just got finished braiding my hair. It was like torture. I'm gonna be watching it's a Marvel Monday. I'm gonna be watching some movies with my daughter today. She's home with me. And tomorrow, it's no pain or nothing. I just been sneezing a lot, and you have to sneeze through your mouth and not your nose, so that's another issue. Still sleeping sitting up. I definitely have a lot more energy than I had a couple of days ago and in the beginning, but so far it's been, it's been good. It's been a heck of a ride. I'm tired some days, but I did get a lot done yesterday. I am trying to prepare myself to get back to my normal schedule, my job. I also need my nails done so bad. It's just so much stuff coming up, and I can't be around the chemicals from the dip powder, so I can't do my nails. And I need to do a fill-in bad. I can say though that I still can't take a steaming hot shower because it does invoke a nosebleed if I do too much, which we're trying to prevent though. That's what happened the other day, and then a couple of, not hours, but like an hour or so, almost an hour after I got out the shower, my nose started bleeding. So yeah, learn my lesson from that. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to take a bath and relax. So anyway, see you guys tomorrow for day 8 of the healing process. What up? I have 2 dogs. So I have one that you saw in earlier videos on the day or earlier days on here. I think it was like day 2 or 3, something like that. He's a Beagle Yorkie. He's very tiny. His name's Carter. And my other dog's name's Mercedes, and she's 15 years old. She's old, so she's like recently was like in congestive heart failure. And I thought she was dying yesterday. It's not funny. I'm laughing now because I'd be like, she's such a drama queen, this dog. But at the same time, she was like a little dehydrated. So she was lying around all day. She wasn't drinking nothing and stuff like that. So we had put her in the cage. She was in there for like a couple of hours, but my daughter put her in there way too early. But because she put her in there too early, she didn't have no food or water in there with her.
and I was lying down, so I didn't get a chance to check on her because my daughter was supposed to be like doing all that stuff since I'm trying to rest and recover. So she didn't check on her, and I didn't check on her till 3 o'clock in the morning when I heard her howling and crying in the cage, and I realized that she like wasn't moving. She was lethargic stuff. So basically, I had to nurse her back to health, and I just let my daughter know like, hey, next time, you know, make sure you check on her. Don't forget, because my daughter's leg is injured right now, so she's, you know, couldn't really do much, and I guess she was in so much pain. She was like, I'm just lay down, and she probably just forgot. Not anything intentional, just we're all just jacked up. I'm recovering. My daughter's leg is messed up, you know. So pretty much, my daughter's like on crutches right now and a knee brace, just to give you an idea of the severity of her injury. I didn't make a video yesterday because I was distraught, and I literally was crying, and because I was crying and I was bending down and doing things I clearly wasn't supposed to be doing because my 2-week period was not up to do those things. My nose, oh my god, so my nose had so much blood yesterday and mucus, and it was stuff, it was like, it looked like it was like day 3 maybe for my nose, and I was like, what's going on with all this stuff? So I kind of set myself back a little bit. It's still tender also, like it's fine here, but on this side it's really, really tender still. I'm not sure why. It doesn't hurt when I put my glasses up here though. But that was my day in a nutshell yesterday, and I was spent all day nursing her back to health, giving her water, you know, trying to do stuff. She's better today. She's actually eating, drinking, and up walking around. Well, she's not really drinking. I still have to give her, well, I saw her take like 2 sips of water when I had went to the store earlier because I had to get some more Thanksgiving stuff, something I'm not supposed to be doing either, but there was nobody else here to get the rest of the stuff, so I kind of gotta still do stuff because I have to go back to work Monday anyway, so I gotta make sure that I can get stuff done, you know, and not be so tired. But I'm now taking time for me because I had set myself back so much yesterday and then a little bit today. Oh, I was hearing something. It's my fireplace. Sorry. I was like, what is that noise? I thought it was my dog, like, trying to walk in here or something. I wouldn't be surprised if she is. I'm about to take a nap. Good night. Hello, hello. Right now, again, I'm still having, like, some soreness, like, right here when I touch it in this area. This nostril seems to hurt a lot more than this one. This seems like it's almost healed, like even when I touch it, but this one right here, it's sore. So, you know, I also wanted to say happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I wanted to say that. I'm sorry, my nose just hurts a little bit when I breathe in it. But I haven't done a cleanse yet. I just boiled my water. I have to wait about 2 hours for it to cool down. So I'm going to watch the end of Thor Ragnarok because I couldn't watch all of it last night. I was so tired. I was like, an hour and 45 minutes? No. My lips are so dry too. I'm not sure why, but they are super dry. So I'm going to go ahead and put, okay, instead of talking to y'all with some crusty lips, I figured I would help myself out. So anyway, I'm going to do a rinse, and I was going to stop doing the nasal rinses because I thought maybe I was doing too many of them, but because I can't blow my nose for like 2 weeks, which will be Monday is a exact 2 weeks. I you know, if there's snot or whatever in there, stuffiness, I need to like rinse it out still. So instead of doing it twice a day, I went down to once a day just to kind of, you know, give it a break because I was only doing it twice a day when it was like in the healing process and had dried up blood and stuff in there. And now that it's perfectly fine, well, almost perfectly fine, I'm trying to do once a day. I was a little stuffy last night, and it's still a little stuffy in my nostrils, and it's, I don't know, it's just sore. It's not sore when I breathe in, but it's just sore. Like I can feel a soreness to it, especially in this nostril here. And it's sore when I touch it. Last night, my ear was kind of hurting, which I thought was strange. It's this ear, and it was leaking a little bit of fluid. I guess that's normal. I don't know. I took my allergy pills, so who knows? I didn't do a nasal spray or nothing because it's still healing, and I don't know if I'm allowed to do that yet. I gotta look at my discharge instructions. I'm still sleeping, sitting up. I think I have to wait for 2 weeks fully. Another thing that's been happening is I've been feeling like it's not an itching feeling, but it's literally like a tingling. You know how you feel like how your nose tingles before you have to sneeze? That's kind of what my nostril feels like over here, and it feels tight, like a tightness. It felt like that when I had the dried up blood in there, and every time I would like move it, it would be sore when I did that until I rinsed it out with the, you know, the sinus rinse. But I don't know, for some reason this one, it feels a lot tighter. I don't know, maybe this one is just taking a little bit longer to heal Then this side, who knows? I don't know. I just know that my right nostril's fine, but my left one has a lot of like tightness and a little bit of pain. Sometimes it hurts to even talk. So I don't know. So I'll give you guys a better update later once I rinsed it out. Maybe it just needs a good rinse because maybe it is some dried up stuff on that side that's still trying to, you know, work itself out. And I need to rinse so that I can cleanse it and get all that stuff out of there. Maybe it'll feel better later. I'll check back in with you guys in a few, and hopefully I can give you a better update of what the heck's going on. I do know if it's not like resolved by Monday when I go back to work and it's still sore, I'm gonna call my doctor and ask if that's kind of normal, if I'm still having like the tingling feeling in my nose, like that kind of stuff. It feels more like a nerve thing. I don't know. So I will update you guys in a bit. Okay, so I just finished rinsing my nose out with the saline solution, and I did have a lot of snot in there because my nose felt really stuffy. Not having it no more, I got most of it out. And when I used to breathe in like this, my nose would collapse inward. Well, because I wasn't getting any air through that. So everything looks fine. My nose is still a little sore, but it definitely feels a lot better than it did before. I don't feel the tingling in it. It doesn't feel like as tight. Up here a little bit it is because there's like scabbing and healing, but other than that it's fine. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good afternoon, because it's not the morning. Less mucus, no blood, feeling much better. I was able to exfoliate my nose today with my like cleansing brush, so that was good. I was able to wash my hair. I've been able to walk around and do things little by little. It's been good. Can breathe a lot better. So nothing much to that. Just wanted to hop on and let you guys know that everything's healing fine. And this still is a little tender, but not as bad. But everything's healing. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hello. So today is day 11. And I just got finished rinsing my nose out. There was still a lot of mucus in there. I'm still having a lot of post-nasal drip happening. My nose was bleeding. I don't know why. Yesterday. Not like bad, but like one of those nosebleeds, like when your nose is dry and it's like a little bit of blood. So I had that happen. And then just lots of mucus coming out, and I can't blow my nose until like I think the 2 full weeks is up. Then I can start blowing my nose, but I'm just gonna double check on that because I don't want to blow my nose prematurely and then I mess like something up, I don't know, in there. I'm actually getting ready to take a nap. I've been up since probably maybe like 5 something because I had to change my dog's pamper twice today so far. I had to change her pamper. She had made a hot mess in the middle of the night. It had leaked everywhere in her cage. So then I had to give her a bath. And then, so I'm exhausted. And then I just have finished cleaning my kitchen, eating lunch, and now it's going to be nap time because I haven't been able to get any rest since I have to still sleep sitting up. What I did do is before I was on like 3 pillows, so 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top. So I've knocked it down to 2 pillows, 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top, to see if that helps a little bit. The other thing I was doing to keep myself safe from infection, because they didn't prescribe me any antibiotics, which I thought was strange, because when I read other stories, everybody else was like, oh yeah, you know, we got antibiotics, all that stuff. So I don't know. Apparently, I guess I didn't need it because my surgery was less severe than like I guess what other people's vlogs I had watched. I just wore a mask is what I did. I just wore a mask to just keep myself safe, and I have been wearing a mask for the last 2 weeks when I go outside and have to interact in public, just to keep my nose healing a little bit, you know, keep it safe when I'm not in the house. But other than that, that's all I've been doing. So, but yeah, I will update you guys in a little bit if anything else changes in the healing process of my nose or if I do a second rinse. All right, until then, taking a nap. Nighty night. All right, y'all. I did not do a nasal rinse today. I will do one in a little bit because my nose has been okay for most of the day, so I haven't really had to worry about that. Definitely still a lot of mucus, mostly post-nasal drip. It's very, very annoying. So I don't know if it's because I can't blow my nose or if it's allergies or if it's just normal. I really don't know. I was hoping that would take care of the problem, but who knows? So anyway, it's not tender on this side anymore, and it's still a little tender right here, like on this down here. It's still really, really, really tender, but other than that, it's been fine. So I've been getting along well. Not really a significant update. I go back to work tomorrow, so I have been out and about walking around. I actually took the dog on a little bit of a longer walk today versus just, you know, to the corner and back. We did a like around the block walk, and then I have been trying to lift little things here and there, but not doing too much. And this will be a wrapped up update
for the septoplasty. So far, everything's fine. I've been able to breathe out of it. It's still a little bit stuffy, but I think that's to be expected. And we'll see how everything works out while I'm at work tomorrow, walking around, you know, doing a little bit more physical activity than I typically do. And I'll give you an update when I get home. That way I'll have a really good idea of like how I handled everything throughout the day. Oh, child, that just scared me. So I even was able to put a little bit of makeup on today and stuff like that. So that tells you I'm feeling a lot better than I did before. But other than that, that's the update I have for you guys. So I'll see y'all tomorrow for the last day of the healing process. Hey, you guys. I went to work. I just got back not too long ago. I'm recording while I went to go get my food because I had to get in where I fit in. So here we are. I went to work today. Everything was fine. I was exhausted from going to no activity for 2 weeks to now having activity. So I'm a little tired. I thought I was gonna have a workout regimen. That didn't work for this week because I'm tired. So I'm gonna actually wait a week or two before I start doing any activity like working out, just to try to get used to the walking I have to do at work. That's very strenuous. My nose has been fine all day. I did have a little bit of issues where I was like sneezing a lot because there was dust in the building. So I did have to wear a mask in certain buildings that were doing construction, so I don't have to get any of the dust in my nose. Also, on top of that, I also had to kind of, you know, clean my nose out a little bit today with tissue. I didn't do a nasal rinse today because my nose actually was running like a normal nose should. I only had one time where I had some post nasal drip in the back of my throat, but that was it. And then after that, my nose was just working fine like it was supposed to. So that's the update I have. I'm not gonna do a nasal rinse tonight because I'm able to blow my nose now. So I'm gonna try that and see how it works. But I thank you all for coming on this journey with me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment below if you have any questions about the procedure or anything I might not have answered in this vlog in particular about the septoplasty. If you're thinking about getting it, for all you guys out there, please do, because trust and believe, my nostrils, I can breathe so much better than I ever could before. So yes, freedom. So I will see you guys on the next video.